Hi, just a little update on what I've been up to in my spare time. As you know, I love shooting. I've tried out a lot of bipod shooting recently and I'm not getting on with it that well. I find it quite awkward to move around, so I wanted to come up with a sniper platform that's a bit more mobile. So I came up with this. I've actually looked and there's similar things in the military, and you might remember the guns in Aliens, the smart guns. They were articulated like this. Now, what it gives you is a mobile platform that takes quite a lot of the weight, that's very accurate when you're aiming. So for this, it works really well in VR because you can position it however you want. You can turn your body to move it, and it's just articulated in all directions. It gives you a good shooting platform. I wouldn't say it's perfect. I think for that, what I'm going to add is some kind of gyroscopic stabilization. That's going to take a little while to do. I've looked at some basics, and I think it's going to take a little bit of work that. But this, for now, this is a good solid platform. I quite like to use this arm to support my arm. I'll probably make some sort of rest there if I used it long term. I'm also going to have to sort out this arrangement here because it does conflict a little bit with the shoulder stock. I've tried it out last night in Pavlov and in Onward, the new update, and it's really good for long range battles. Close up, you're a little bit restricted. This is the mag lock, so you can actually take this off if you need to. But really, this is just for sniper battles or long range plinking. I don't think you'd want to play too long with this if you're in close quarters. It does actually remove, it's just basically on a pivot there. I'm getting a ball joint, so it'll be more, you basically have more movement with it. But for what I want it for a solid shooting platform, it's working really well. I'm going to keep you updated on it, how it goes, but I don't know. One thing I'd like to add is a magnetic lock system for the arm, so that, for instance, if you suddenly want to switch to close quarters, you can push this in and then lock it. It shouldn't be too hard to implement, but I think it would actually stop it from flapping around and moving when you're not using it. One other option as well, with the mag lock, I'm going to have a magnetic front grip, so not just the back as removable, but the front is lockable as well. Some people have asked for that. Now what that would be good with, if you could lock that front controller in place, for sniping, this feels like a really solid platform when you can actually anchor that front. So if you can pull this in now, it just feels really, really steady like that, using that front arm to secure it. So that might be an option as well for extreme sniping. So I'll explore that too. So what's the point of it? Well, as well as just being able to improve your aim and giving you a break really, it's not natural to be holding your arm out like this all the time. When you're shooting in real life, you don't do that. You'll maybe engage a little bit in combat and then you'll take a break. Anyone that's done airsoft, or I'm guessing real combat, you're not running around with a weapon like this the whole time because your arms just it would ache too much with that weight. It's not quite like that in VR because they're a lot lighter, but you still get that ache if you're playing for like a long session for an hour or two. Your arms really do hurt just from holding it constantly up like this, which you're doing most of the time. With this, you can offset that and you can lean on it. So I found after like an hour and a half, 2 hours yesterday in the session, my arms weren't really hurting, my back wasn't hurting, and my shoulders weren't hurting, just because I was just relying on the actual support. Also, I think for disabled people, anyone that's got any injuries or anything like that, I think that's maybe not able to hold a rifle out for a long time, or possibly even for one-handed shooters, I think there's definitely room to explore that, and it would help people access VR games a better way. Another option is when you're kneeling to snipe, the whole unit comes down with you, so you can sit on the floor or you can kneel and you've still got this platform in front of you. And honestly, sniping with a bipod in VR is awkward. Even if you've got a table set up in front of you, you can still miss the table and it's still a bit messy, and then when you stand up it all goes chaotic. This is like a unit that's attached to you, so it's easier to cope with in VR knowing it's all just directly in front of you, whichever way you turn. So it's something I'm definitely going to be exploring in the future. Probably going to put it on the back burner for now because I've got a lot of things to do, but I just wanted to show you one of the upcoming updates in the future. I'm not sure if anyone else would be interested in it. I just love sniping, I love little sniper battles and Onward, and I think this is going to be a big improvement for that. I'll keep you updated.